I'm Dr. Angela McBurdy of DoctorFlute.com, and today's practice with me is the next 15 measures of Chaminade's Concertino. So measure 15 or pick up into 16 through measure 30. All right, so right off we have a pickup into measure 16. And we have those little grace notes. Now, that's probably the trickiest thing to put in, both there, and it occurs again just two measures later. We do the same thing, except higher. Now, I would suggest that you practice without those grace notes in. My fingers still wanted to do that. Practice without. Feel how the phrase should go without those. And then put those in and make sure that the grace notes don't disturb the flow of that phrase. And by putting them right just a hair before the beat, but doing them fast enough, automatically gives the first beat of that triplet the accent that's being asked for there. So you don't have to do anything extra to get that accent. But what I find is that often the grace notes are too slow. And it really changes the flow of the melody. It changes the rhythm so that you're now slightly slower. And so you want to practice without those grace notes, then put them in, make sure that that flow is the same. Now, same thing with the next spot where they occur. And those grace notes are done with as if they were a trill. So I'm going to use this key here to do the C to D grace note. All right, so practice without it again. And then put it in. All right, those are those grace notes areas. Now those stringendo, poco stringendo. And what that means, poco, a little, stringendo, get a little faster. That's always what we want to hear when we're doing strings of 16th notes and 7s and 8s and 8s and 11s is a stringendo to get faster with them. But they're really not bad. Now here's where, if you know your scales, you can do this. The scales are where it's at. These are nothing but scales. So if you don't have your fingers down in the scale realm, then I'd go back to your scales, practice scales, and work on like just, you could do a C scale with a F sharp and a C sharp for part of it. And then you do a scale that has B flat and E flat, even though they don't always start on, F sharp and C sharp, of course, is D, but it's not starting on a D. Or the B flat and E flat is a B flat scale, but it's not starting on B flat. But you should be able to play the scale no matter what note it starts on, because you just say, well, I could play a B flat scale. I can do that. Sometimes just identifying the scale is half the battle. And then you realize, oh, wait, it's not so hard. Okay, now, once you know your scales, the problem with this whole area here, which is all your 16th notes, is that we don't have even 4s to 6s to 7s, or later on we have 7s and 11s towards the end of that area, going up in 11, and we rush. Okay, because we're playing with the piano or even just by yourself, and you're just rushing through them. So here's what I do with my students to teach that 7s aren't as fast as you think. Even 11s aren't. One way is just to count it. So if I'm tapping, ba-da-dee-dum, dum, dee-da-dee-dum, dum, dee-da-da-dum. All right, that'd be somewhat close to my beat. Now I'm going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The next one is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now I'm going to go 4 into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to go into 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And put your metronome on because you'll vary the beat. I'm fighting not extending the beat for what I'm saying. It's easier. The metronome really keeps you honest. So now, then you're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It helps to just say it. Then, when you put your fingers to it, I would tongue it. And it ends to, you have, what, 3 7s in a row? So you have a 6, 3 7s, and then a 6. So when you tongue it, you realize, wow, that's not as fast as you think it's going to be. It just helps you to establish what that beat is, and that going from a 4 to a 6 to a 7 is not all of a sudden changing and making your fingers fly. If you can tongue it, you certainly can slur it. But generally, everybody rushes. Now, it might be really hard to count to 11, but you can try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. It's just hard to get all the syllables in there, but that's what I would try to do. Then the next thing, if you feel like, okay, I know how they fit into the beat, now I need to work on the notes and make them even, I would break them up into 4s and 3s. So, and maybe all your different Tafanel and Gobert articulations. I'm just going to go down and work on, what would that, 29, 28, 27, 26, the measure that has the 11s in it, measure 26. And I'm going to divide into 4s and 3s. So how would that work? How about if I slur groups of 4? Now I need to add a triplet into that 11. So my 11s can be 2 4s and then a 3, 2 4s and then a 3. And it's preceded by a group of 8. So now if I want to add articulations, I can tongue 1, slur 3. Now that time I didn't put a triplet in, but that's okay. It's okay if I end up not in the right spot at the end, because I'm just mixing it up so that my eyes and my fingers learn it in a totally new way. I can do slur 3, tongue 1, and then add the triplet. And yes, changing that rhythm, it's still going to help you figure out what that is. So in this area, the thing to work on is making your 5s to 6s to 4s to 11s all even, to not look at them as just these big lump of runs, but to look at it and say, wait, this is not as fast as I think it's going to go. To make sure that when you add your grace notes to those little measures there, that they don't distract from the melody that's happening, and that by putting them on, they automatically accent the notes that follow the grace notes. And then you're ready to end with that nice, glorious opening line again, and now you're ready for the più animato. If you like this video, press the like button, comment below, share it with your friends, and subscribe.